Hello and welcome to day 134 in this quest for a 2000 rapid chess rating on chess.com. Alright, let's find an opponent and see how it goes here. Okay. Alright, so we have white. I've been sticking with this Jabava London setup, so I'll try and continue with that and see what my opponent does here. Alright, so there we have it, the Jabava London. Now how will they continue? Options are c5. Okay, so interesting here. They have played this move, which allows us to immediately start pushing forward and chasing this bishop. So we can go here next, try and harass this bishop. Play g4, harass the bishop, start an immediate kingside attack. Okay, well, there we go. Now we'll chase that bishop back. The bishop's pretty much forced back to here. Then we push the other pawn forward here. Now, what will they try? Will we have this move where they push the normally there's a decision to be made here, h6 with the pawn or h5. So I guess now I could just continue attacking here, but what is the best way? Do I just go here and push forward, or do I probably have to move here, try and fortify the center? Also, do I immediately want to jump here, target this with these pieces? Then they go here to protect. Then I could push forward and they're kind of stuck. But, then he could play this and chase me away. So, probably e3. All right, now my plan here is to not run low on time again. So I've been having some time issues lately, so I definitely need to work on that. Now, do we just develop here? Let's see. Could just go here, then we might have a trade. Maybe I go here and push this piece back even further. Now the question is, do I want to go here and target this? It'll just drive him back. And then, then do I go here? Do we go here? He takes, I take, pinning him. I need to work on developing more pieces though, I think. So we'll just go here. You know, if he captures, we capture. Now, what are his options, or her? Well, probably a Mr. is a male, of course. All right, so they just retreat back. Okay. All right, now where to put this knight? That is the question. You know, do I put the knight here? Maybe I just go here to prevent this piece from pushing forward here. If I go back, maybe that works. So maybe we try that out. If I take, well, do I really need to do that? All right, if I capture, that's going to at least, okay, I'm burning up too much time, so let's just do that. Look at this, I'm already behind by almost 3 minutes, so I need to speed it up here, speed it up. No matter what happens, now my queen can jump up here and target, you know, if the rook, okay, so we can go here. We don't want to target that yet. We'll bring in do we bring in our other knight? All right. Bring the other knight up. Bring our queen up. Okay, so they're targeting this. What now? What now? So this is under attack. We're kind of forced to make a decision here. All right. Well, maybe we just go there. So what here? What here? The knight jumps forward, attacking this. Okay, so all right, we'll just go there, keep things moving along. see if we can get them to burn off some time. Okay. Now, what are the threats? Do we want opposite side castling? Is that what we're going to go with here? Or do we stay in the center? I don't know. It's looking kind of tricky here. Well, we probably need to develop this queen. So we'll go there. One thing I don't like is if he decides to jump forward here. Okay. Well, that at least, could allow us to bring our queen up here, but so, why did he play that? He wants to push this right here. All right, I might as well go ahead and castle. So we have opposite side castling. Here we go. Okay. Now, what next? Do I drop back here? Maybe I do that. Maybe I drop back here. What if I take, my queen takes, I attack his knight? No, that kind of just opens things up on my king. So, right, do I just go here? If he pushes forward, then what? I capture, knight captures, or bishop. All right, once again, I'm running low on time, and this is not good. Okay. Do I just drop back here? Should I push forward? Push forward. All right, if I drop back. All right, let's ignore that. Let's attack in the center. Let's attack in the center. We are attacking in the center. Look at this. We're down to 7 minutes. Okay. If he goes here and attacks, he's going to have a jump on my queen. So let's go here. All right, we'll capture. Now if he attacks my queen, what do I do next? So probably the knight is going to capture, chasing my queen. What do I do then? Yeah, okay, so that was kind of predictable there. So let us go ahead and we'll just go there. All right. Now what? Now what? We do have this possibility here. You know, do we sacrifice, break open his king side a little bit? But I don't know. I don't know if we have enough for that. All right, what can we do here? You know, this knight could jump in here. Do we have to give up ours for that? We probably don't want to do that. So we probably want to go here and attack. If they push this forward, okay. Well, now, do we capture there? That opens things up, you know, possibly on our queen. Do we go here? Take, he takes, we capture. We're threatening a check. But do we have a follow-up? Should we break things open here? We could check. So we'll go there. Alrighty, I'm just so low on time. So I'm down by 3 minutes, so I need to speed it up. Speed it up here. Now, will they capture with the knight? They capture it with the pawn. Okay. Do we check? And then what? If we check, the king can just move, but then where's our queen going after that? This game has just kind of become a mess. All right, all right. Well, what can we do? What can we do? There's got to be something here. If I check, he's just going to run. I could end up here. Does that do anything? Does that even do anything? All right, let's put this on the open file. Once again, we're just burning up way too much time here. Just burning up way too much time. Okay. What does that do? Anything? Okay, okay. Do we drop back here? Do we drop back? All right, yeah, 3.5 minutes. Here we go. I'm going to run out of time if I'm not careful. This is kind of frustrating. The game kind of just turned into a mess. So, what can we do here? What can we do? All right, so I need to speed up here, and try and get them to burn some time, so I'm not stuck with time trouble in the end here. Okay, what can we do? Now, if they jump forward, do we want to go ahead and just take that knight? Because then where's that knight going after that? Maybe to here. So if the knight goes here, yeah, might have to take that knight. So he could attack with his bishop. Then do we take? And then, well, then that would allow us to push forward here. Okay, well, that was unexpected. The knight maybe wants to go there. All right. Well, now what? Do I drop back? This is okay. I could target this, but he could just push forward. I don't know. I guess that's at least doing something. So let's go ahead and target that. We will go ahead and target that. The only thing I don't like is this knight is kind of, I don't know, a little bit trapped. The prospects for that knight don't look so great. Okay, well, now do I have to drop back here? Maybe I have to drop back. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll just drop back. Then maybe we can push forward here. Okay. All right. Let's attack that knight. Attack the knight. Nope, they could attack us. So let's go this way. We need to just keep things moving. We only have 2 minutes. They're 4 minutes ahead of us. This is terrible. I'm going to end up having a horrible game because of time trouble again. All right, quit complaining. Quit whining here. All right, what now? What now? Do I ignore that? Just go there, attack, attack. Okay. Well, do we want to go there? Or do we just move? Probably better to just move. But where's best to move to? Just go right there. Just go right there. Down to 2 minutes. This is starting to look terrible. Now, what's he going to do? Just push here? Then we go there. All right, so there is an attack. There is an attack. So we got a capture. We'll get rid of that. All right. Well, what now? I would say probably need to move this and attack here. But how? How do we do it? Oh, man. Come on. All right. We're going that way. We're going that way. Could I have just taken that? Is that what I should have done there? I mean, should I have just picked that off? But then, no, because he would have an attack on me. But then I could have captured there. Great. So now the time trouble mistakes are starting to occur. I should not have taken that, because then his queen could attack me and target, pin that knight to my queen. So I need to, oh man, now I have to watch out here. Okay. Just pick that off. I don't have time to think. Now I just have to do it. Then I'm going to have to fight over here. So let's go that way. Let's go that way. What now? What now? Well, at least they're slowly ticking down, but man, I only have less than a minute and a half. So if they capture, of course, I'm going to capture. What else is available to me here? problem might be, does he have any kind of crazy sacrifice here? I mean, he's probably just going to double rooks up. And then what? I mean, okay, so he's doubling rooks. So I got to go ahead and trade that off. Okay, so now, what do we want to do? What do we want to do here? Oh, man. All right, guess we're going that way. Going that way. Might have been better to go all the way back here, maybe. No, at least here I'm covering this check. If I go and take, he could take here though. All right, well, he's pushing forward here. What do we want to do? Let's go there. And that's probably not the best move, but now I'm just kind of running out of time. And I need to figure out something here. Okay, well, what do we do? Let's check. All right, and now what? Now what? We'll go there. Okay, so now what do we want to do next? This is so tricky. I'm just going to end up running out of time here if I'm not careful. They're low on time as well. What can be done? what can be done here. Okay. Well, now I might as well just capture that. Okay. Now, what next? Oh my gosh. We'll go there. Go there. All right. All right. What now? What now? He can't check me. I've got to try and move. Should probably go here. Do I go here? All right. He's gonna attack me if I go that way. So all right. Man. All right, what do we want to do here? How about we go that way? We'll go that way. Need to find a way to get a check in. Get a check in. All right. Well, have to get somewhere where I can stop this. Man, this is awful. Awful, awful, awful. Did I just lose there? Gosh, see, running out of time. See, now all he has to do is just push forward here. This is just ridiculous. I should have kept my knight there. Oh my gosh. And all he's got to do is just start pushing these pawns. He needs to push this pawn. All right, at least I think I can get a draw out of it if I pick off this. So, yeah, so it'll end up being a draw because he doesn't have the right colored bishop to take this into the corner. All right. So it's just a draw, man. All right, so it's just going to end up being a draw here. So this is pretty instructive, I guess. Now maybe they don't know that this is a draw, but he's not going to be able to push this pawn forward. I mean, all I do is just go back and forth here, and there's no way that they can do anything. All right, so there we had a draw. That game was a mess. Once again, time troubles got me. So I don't know. I need to figure out something. I guess I didn't play that Jabava London too well in the middle game. So game review here. It looks like I was actually losing here at this point of the game. But yeah, look at this game, full of all kinds of probably mistakes. So man, I was in trouble, then I got ahead, then I was ahead here. Okay. Well, it looks like I played at a 74.6% accuracy versus their 76.7%. I had 7 great moves. They had 2. Let's see. For bad moves, I had 3 inaccuracies. They had 7. I had 9 mistakes and they had 4. 3 misses versus their 6. And then I had 1 blunder and they had 2. I played at a 1550 level versus their 1650, which you can't see underneath my image here. But it says in the opening I played 99.4 versus their 96.4. The middle game, 62.2 for me and 66.2 for them. And then the end game, 79.2 for me and 81.3 for them. So, yeah, just a mess of a game. So let's see what we could have done better here. All right, so I don't know. So far, this is going well. We're just, gaining space on the king side. They didn't like that move. So it looks like it would have been better just to retreat the bishop back. All right, so we'll have to take a look at that in the analysis. Let's just blast through this real quick. So that was a mistake. Better would have been to jump this knight here, threatening to jump into here, and then get ready maybe to push this pawn, which pushing the c pawn for black is a common move in the Jabava London. All right, here it looks like I should have just developed my knight. All right, well, it is not liking these moves. So this is a blunder. Why is that a blunder? Okay. So I had a miss. I should have... Oh. I guess I could have captured. If they took my queen, I take their queen. But I don't know. That looks messy. Looks like a crazy mess of trades there if we did all that. So another thing to look at in the analysis. All right. So they should have captured towards the center instead of away from the center. Now, a mistake. Okay, yep. It looks like I should have taken that. All right. So another thing to look at. I thought if I would have taken that, though, they could have maybe checked my king, leaving this under attack. So something else to look at. So that was a great move. They liked that. That was a mistake. They should have captured immediately. Now we capture. So here I should have pushed forward immediately. Now it's a mistake. So it looks like I should have attacked the rook. All right, so I had a fork possible there. Although they could have just retreated, it looks like, and protected. So yeah, here we just have a lot of time trouble. We're both under a minute and it's just turning into a big mess. They could have checked me here. Ooh, that would have been a rough move if they checked me. But, you know, this is stuff you're not going to see as easily when the clock is ticking down like this. You know, so I was lucky to get a draw out of this. So that is a... Oh my gosh. Could I have just taken that? Did I not see that? I guess with 14 seconds I overlooked that. Yeah, I could have just taken that. Oh my gosh. And then that would have been winning. Yeah, so I just kind of fall apart when I start running low on time like that. So I will admit that I'm not a good time trouble player. Okay, so that was a good move. Oh yeah, because if they push forward here, I could go there. All right, so now, yeah, they can't really do anything here. Okay, let's take a look at the analysis. You know, take a deeper look at this and see what was going on in this crazy game. Okay, so d4, d5, common opening moves. We play knight to c3, which a lot of times you don't want to block your c-pawn, but because I'm trying to set up the Jabava London, I play knight to c3, and then I want to put my bishop on f4, so it aims at this c7 pawn. You know, maybe I would have a chance to pile up on that pawn with my knight. So here we go. We have the Jabava London set up, and they respond with this move, bishop to f5, which looks like that's the second best thing right now according to the computer. You know, but there are different options. You know, sometimes they play a6 to keep that knight away. Sometimes they'll play c6 immediately. All right, so when they do this, f3 can be a good move to just immediately start chasing this. So f3, a book move. It's saying black is with an edge here. Black has a slight edge. So we attack immediately. They retreat. We just keep it, you know, keep pushing forward here on the king side. Now it looks like h5 is a little bit better than h6, but they play h6. Here, queen to d2. So it looks like I should have just, you know, developed pieces. What did I do here? I push forward, you know, because I want to unleash this. And it says this is still an excellent move, but now black still has a slight edge. If I would have developed my queen, I would have a little bit of an edge. So finally, the c6 move, you know, to stop me from threatening the fork here. All right. Computer likes this move, challenging the bishop, but the bishop just retreats in inaccuracy. They should have captured. So now I capture, which is best, pulling the knight back. And here, queen to d2 would have been better. This move is still good, but not best. So they target this. What should I do? I should have just dropped back with my bishop. You know, instead I play this, a mistake. So better would have been that. Just dropping back here. And then what? Then they just develop their knight. All right, so h5 was played. My opponent responds with this move, which blocks their c-pawn. This is an inaccuracy. b5, just starting to, you know, attack on the queen side. I play this. This is kind of a wasted move, and now black has the edge. Queen to d3. Huh. They wanted queen to d3. You know, then they could just attack me with the knight and chase my queen. So I don't know if I like that move. All right, now I play queen to d3. They don't like it. I should have kept my king here on f2. I think I took a look at that in the game, but I was worried that maybe they would just push this pawn and have a rook lined up on me, and I didn't really like that possibility. All right, so a mistake here. Knight to a5 would have been better. So if they play knight to a5, what should we do? e4. We should just attack in the center here. So e4, then what? b5, c6. Now they're saying I should have played b3 to keep that knight out of there. Yeah, that would have been a good move as well. All right, so f6 was played. I castle, but e4 immediately would have been better. So they push forward, we attack in the center. So when there is a wing attack, a lot of times it's a good plan to counterattack in the center, because the center is usually more important, unless they have an immediate attack on your king, which they don't at the moment. So attack. Here I should have ignored this, apparently, and just immediately attacked here. So instead of that, I should have, like I said, I didn't take my own advice. I should have counterattacked in the center. They would attack. Then I capture, and bishop captures, they recommend, instead of the knight capturing. All right, so they attack my queen. Queen to e3 is the best move. They line up on my queen with this rook, but that's an inaccuracy. Now white has a slight edge. Queen to d7 would have been better to connect the rooks. So capture, capture, and now this move is okay, but queen to e6. I looked at that in the game, but I wasn't sure what I would do after that. So if I go here and they play king to h8, which is best, well, now what do I do? Looks like queen to f5 is the best move. So queen to f5. And then what? Well, it blocks this. They should play a5 apparently. And then we have knight up to b5. Well, that's interesting. Well, then I guess I could swing back down here, maybe. All right. More craziness. So let's see what happened in the game. They moved their queen up. I dropped back, which is a mistake. Knight to g3. Well, let me go back here. Knight to g3 would have been better. So with that, I was worried about this move. Attacking here. Bishop to d6. So apparently knight to g5 is the best move. And then I should take their knight. But what if they did that? A discovered attack on my queen. Well, then it looks like it's best just to drop back. Then we exchange here. And then the pawn starts pushing. All right, so this is where I start getting into trouble and time trouble and everything else. Okay, not a good move. b3 would have been better. So b3, I was worried about kind of opening a future line for the queen or the bishop here on my king. But apparently that's best. But yeah, see, a 1-point advantage for black after this move. They recommend e6, targeting my bishop. So queen move was made. Now they target my bishop. Bishop all the way to d2 would have been better instead of going here where it's unprotected. So way, well, no, there's still 2 pieces before this can attack. All right. Well, there goes that pawn pushing forward. So I push over on this side. The pawn keeps going. we attack, although queen to g2 would have been better, putting pressure on this d5 pawn. So an attack on my queen, and this was a blunder. Apparently knight to g5 is best here. Then we should go ahead and capture. And after f takes g5, apparently that is better, because then this bishop could just position here and aim down towards my king. So then I should go king to b1. Knight to b1 is also a good move, apparently. Because here we have a3. And I don't know, this just does not look so good. Knight to c1. Just piling up here. Oof. I don't know. Yeah, this, and then they can just capture here. Yeah, that is not looking so good. That's a 3-point advantage for black at this point. Okay, after this blunder, I missed my opportunity. Instead, I should have captured on e6. So, and the game would have probably gone crazy. Okay. If I do that, then what? If they take, the best thing is just for them to capture and white stays ahead. But what if they do this? Well, then it looks like I just go there. Then we have bishop takes. Why wouldn't you just capture here? Then you have capture. Rook takes. White would just be ahead after all that. All right, so queen to f3 was played, and now that allows an attack here. The best thing to do is capture, which is what I did. They captured away from the center. They should have captured in the other direction. Now my king moves up, and that is a miss. Knight takes d5 would have been better. I thought in the game that they would be able to do this, attack my, pile up pressure with the queen on that. Apparently a3 would keep black in the lead. I thought this would be a problem, but it looks like knight at e to c3 works. Oh, because you have a threat of a mate here. So we do that. Then the game is about even. White has a slight edge. Huh. All right. Well, in the game, I move my king up. They start attacking over here, but queen to c6 would have been even better. So capture, capture. Apparently this is a great move, fighting over here on the A file. They should have captured. So if they captured, then of course we recapture. And then what? Then c6, fortifying this would be best. And then we would push here. Oh, but if we did that, they want this move. Knight to a4 now. They're saying that's better. Because what about that move? Pinning this pawn to my queen. So now, queen up to f5. Queen to f5, really? And then they would want capture, capture, rook captures. How do we even get anything out of this? Black is ahead, but I would think it would be way worse for white here. I mean, why don't they just start picking this off? I don't know. That looked pretty bad. So they double up. I capture, which is best. They recapture, also the best move. And now queen to f1, a mistake. I should have immediately pushed this f pawn. So f6 would have been better. Queen to f7. And now the rook. Interesting. Knight to a2. Attacking. Queen up to f5, threatening a check over here maybe, but the king could go into the corner. Knight takes. Knight takes. Bishop to b4, pinning. Check. King into the corner. Check. Then what? We just go back and forth here. And then... I don't know. I mean, I guess at some point I could go here and help guard this, but then this piece is just going to be pinned. And it does not look good. All right, I'm not going to dig too deep in this. Let's wrap this up. So that was a miss. Queen to c6 would have been better. Here is a blunder. C takes d4. So f6 is a blunder. Or sorry, rook to a1 would have been better here. Rook to a1. Queen, what, to a7 maybe? Or just to capture immediately. Because now capture, and it's just showing that this is even here. What now? We just pick that off. Bishop up to e5, putting more pressure on. All right, the blunder. They missed an opportunity, it looks like. Well, they still did okay. C takes d4 would have been the best move to immediately capture. Then what? Then we should not take that because of this bishop causing all kinds of problems. Knight to b1, attacking the rook. Rook to a2, putting pressure on this. Knight takes d4. Whew. Bishop to f4, check. King to d1. Man. But black has a big edge here, so I guess I got lucky. All right, so here black is still ahead, but that's the best move. Great move, blocking. You know, of course, they don't want that pawn to promote. All right, now what? I miss a fork. Knight to b5, but black would still be ahead after this. So rook to a2, threatening an attack here. And then if we capture, knight captures, attacking the rook. Oh, man. Knight to c3, counter-attacking. Yeah, this looks crazy. Queen takes with check. Probably have to block. Nope, they don't want us to block or there's a mate. Yeah, here we would have just been in trouble. But the time was low for both of us at this point. So capture. That is not the best move. Knight to g1 apparently is better. Knight to g1. Why is that? Knight to g1. Oh, no. Well, hold on. Yeah, it says knight to g1 is the best move. Can't... Okay, I guess if they take it, I can take. So knight to g1. Queen to d... They would just be winning here. All right, so that is a miss. Bishop to e3 check would have been better. So yeah, that looks crazy. Bishop to e3 check. And you pretty much have to capture. Now what? You don't want to take this because there's a check. Oh, a fork here. Oh, that would be awful. So, oh man, yeah, another horrible game. So, All right, in the game, we capture, they capture, so we trade off there. The game is a little bit closer now. That was a mistake. Queen to h1 would have been better. So queen to h1, targeting this. Bishop to b4, pinning the knight and threatening to try and win it here. Yeah, so still looking rough. Queen to e6, a missed opportunity. Bishop to b4 would have been better. We attack. That's the best move. They play the best response, so we trade off material. They grab this pawn. And now, should I immediately pick this off? Queen captures apparently is a little bit better. You know, but then they would have captured, I would capture, and black still would have the edge there. So in the game, I capture with the knight. They run into the corner, a mistake. Queen takes h5 would have been even better. Oh, then they would have 3 passed pawns here. I guess they were afraid of possible checks. All right, so I start pushing forward. That's the best move. Yeah, this is bad. They should have, I mean, I guess they wanted to really keep their king safe, but if they pick this off, you know, and have 3 pawns here, oof. Okay, king to c3, a mistake. Queen to g4 would have been better. Protecting. Oh yeah, that would have been good. That would have protected everything. Protected this. Protect this. You know, as long as my king didn't get stuck by the queen. All right, so a miss here. And now we're just so low in time. The bad moves are just flowing freely here. All right. Yeah, here, oh my gosh. I just missed this move. That could have won me the game right there. If I would have picked that off, yeah, I don't know. That might have been game over there. What should they have done? Queen to d7. Queen to d7 would keep a slight edge. We should respond with queen to e2, protecting both pawns and, you know, maybe threatening to check in the future. All right. Man. So I missed the opportunity here, running away. Oh my gosh, that is awful. So why didn't, I mean, that's what happens. You just miss things when the time is so low. I was worried about running out of time. So here, yeah, it looks like this is just winning. Queen to c8 is what they recommend. And then what? Queen over to g2. To prevent any attacks on this. Oh yeah, to prevent this fork of the king and the pawn. So if we go there, you know, we can kind of keep an eye on these squares. Queen to a8, getting ready to attack me. We should go queen to e2. That protects both pawns. You know, stops this one from pushing forward. Queen to c8 would try and get this pawn moving. So now, queen up to e4 is recommended. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna, let's wrap it up here, wrap it up. So we just start chasing each other all around, and till we finally trade queens, and I thought I was a goner here, but it says the game is even. So yeah, the game is about even here. All right, that is a mistake, a game losing mistake. Knight to f5 would have been better. Knight to f5. Oh, and that's a little tough to see, especially when you're running out of time. So knight to f5, we're attacking this. they should just push the king forward. Oh, but then you give this up. Oh no, it's protected. So now we take, bishop takes, king over to f3, and we have this rook pawn with the opposite colored bishop. So that's how the game ended here anyway. Oh man, I'm losing at this point. So yeah, my opponent should have won this game here. So right here, oh, it is lost. So yeah, it was luck that I was even able to hang in here. G2 would have won the game. All right, that move gave the game back to me with this knight to f2 move. So they push, I block, and yeah, now it's just a draw. So we saw how this plays out. Yeah, there's no way to get in there. So a draw. All right, well, feel free to leave comments. That was a crazy game. It was kind of bad because of time trouble. But, you know, leave any comments that you would like. Feel free to like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you for watching and have a super chess day.